Coming up on Winning Bets, I've got 6 Champion League bets for you. Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Jason Mattis with Winning Bets. Thanks for hanging out with me here on this episode, the Tuesday edition here of our daily show. I apologize for the poor lighting. It's a cold, rainy, dreary day in Chicago, and I rely on the good sun to provide a lot of my lighting. As you know, now I don't have a professional studio here, so no sun out there today. So the lighting here isn't the greatest. I apologize for you guys as you're watching this video. But before I go ahead and roll out those 6 Champions League bets for you today, let's always, of course, recap the yesterday. Bam, 3-0, baby. A nice 3-0 sweep on Monday Night Football. You guys deserve it, man. You guys tailed my picks, a lot of the times. And as we admitted on Monday's show, and we never hide from the fact, we're always honest and transparent. We struggled last week. We lost, a good little bit. But you guys deserve this. I mean, I needed it. I took a beating last weekend, but you guys deserve it. I'm so happy that we got that sweep for you guys last night. We hit that Rams team total. That was a nice cash. We got that Rams plus 4.5. That was a good cash. And the first drive ended in a punt. I love those fire bets when you can get some quick money in your pocket. So all in all, 3-0 and plus 2.67 units. That's what I'm talking about right there. Again, congratulations. I'm just really happy for you guys. Man, when I have a losing day, you guys don't understand. It's the honest truth. I sleep like shit. I mean, I obviously I lose money, but I know you guys tail my picks, and I'm hurting for you guys, and my wife will back me up. I sleep like shit when I have a bad day, so I'm just really glad that we had a real good day, sweeped it, and we turned it around. And we're just going to keep it rolling this week. We got Champions League back, which we're always generally really successful at. So I'm just really pumped for this week to get going. I want to go ahead, though, and take a second, though. Man, this Rams team is really good. I think this is the NFC Championship game, Rams versus Saints. I love this Rams team. I think they're the best defense probably in all the National Football League. Certainly, the NFC just really on this Rams team. And I wouldn't be surprised if you get Rams, Saints in that NFC Championship game this year. I like the Rams so much. That money line was plus 185. Based on what my unit amount is, I put a good little bit on that Rams money line. Yeah, I did, babe. I didn't see the Patriots beating the Rams. The Rams have the formula for beating Tom Brady. You can rush 4, you can drop 7, and just play really good defense on the back end. Let those front 4, get to Tom Brady, disrupt him, get him off his feet. They got the best defensive player on that line, obviously, in Aaron Donald. I didn't think they were, overly successful in terms of putting pressure, but they put enough pressure on Tom Brady where that's just the formula for beating a Tom Brady-led team based on how much he struggles when there's pressure up in his face and particularly up in the middle. So I was all on that Rams money line. So much, in fact, I want a damn good bit of money. I'm going to go ahead and do a free giveaway. You guys continue to kick butt, show me that love, show me the support. And so much, in fact, I love reading the comments, guys. Whether you guys are, comments of just, showing me appreciation and giving me thanks, or, whether you're chiming in with your own opinion and your own, thinking of ways something may go. I just generally really love reading those comments and the back and forth that we have going on. So couple that with the fact that I really cleaned up last night on that Rams money line. I'm going to go ahead and give away $50. 2 of you guys are going to go ahead and get $25 on tomorrow's show. You guys know how it is. There's 2 ways to enter the contest. All you got to do is subscribe to the channel and drop a comment on this video. Anything you want to say, open book, go ahead and just drop a comment on this video. I'll put all those names in the hat. I'll draw out 2 names tomorrow, and we'll give away $25 to 2 people for a total of $50. All right, guys, again, before I go ahead and give you the 6 bets, let's go ahead and update our NFL Eliminator standings. As you can see, I went down with the Patriots. Patriots tricked me up. We lost real money on the Patriots last week as well. Just obviously a spot that I didn't see the Patriots losing. But this is the best I've ever done. I can pretty much say I don't think I've ever made it to week 11. I'm obviously thinking off the top of my head, but I think that's the best I've ever done Eliminator. So I'm really, proud of myself and already looking forward to next season's Eliminator contest. Otherwise, though, S. Lowry and the crew, they marched on. They both took the Chargers. They got the win, obviously. Everybody knows why they picked the Chargers over the Jets, but it still was uncomfortable for them. The Chargers really struggle holding on to leads. It's unreal that they let everybody come back. Fortunately, I guess for the Jets, fortunately for them, the Jets aren't a really good team and weren't able to fully take advantage to come back and get the win. So they march on. They're tied on points. we really can't have these two guys lose in the same week, because even the tiebreaker is the exact same. So hopefully these guys start to pick a little bit different, and they get a little bit of a separation. One of these guys can win it, because being tied on points, I have no idea what we're going to do to determine a winner there. So congratulations, though, to both of them. They march on to week 12. Let's see who they pick coming up this weekend, maybe even Thursday night. All right, let's update the NFL Pickem again real quick before we get you those 6 Champions League bets. Let's start with the straight group. Pretty even week right there. The Crew, he came in with the high of 7. VTU Mouth comes in with the low of 4, and then everybody else is right there at 6. The Crew and myself, we both forgot to pick on Thursday night. It wouldn't have made a difference to me. You guys know how I was all on the Cardinals, so I would have taken the Cardinals there straight up, so it really had no bearing on me. I'm the only one that trusted the Rams. The Crew was the only one that trusted the Colts. Those are really, those feel good. When you're the only one that picks something and you're obviously successful and you get the win, those just feel really, really good. And still overall, very tight leaderboard. Kiss My Benz is leading the way, but everybody else is right there. I mean, the leaderboard is super tight, so we'll continue monitoring this. It's going to be really fun to see who can take home that $50 prize. We go ahead and flip it over to the spread. The Crew, again, he came through. He led the way by 3. Just a really good week by the Crew. We've, playfully jabbed with him back in the past that he struggled, had some bad weeks because maybe he was focusing on his Eliminator pick, but give him credit. He bounced right back in both the spread and the straight groups and had him a solid week in both of those. So that was really good. Tons of 5s, tons of 4s, and BTU Mouth comes in with a low of 3. That's the way it is in these groups. If you're generally, bad in one, you're probably going to be bad in the other. But we know how these things go. I mean, just look at the Crew. He struggled, and he bounced right back with an 8, and now he's gotten himself right back in it. These things yo-yo, especially on this spread category. So we had some lone Seahawks pickers, Panthers, Broncos, Cowboys, Saints. Those were had by David and Love Seek, I believe. I'm not quite sure what this name is, but again, those people have to feel really good. It feels really good when you're the only one, that gets something right. So that's really good. I'm still leading though by 2, and everyone else is right there. And as you would expect, it's going to be a tight leaderboard throughout the entire competition. Again, it'll be cool to see how this shakes out and who wins that $50 for the spread contest. Good job by everyone last week, and we'll look forward to seeing how week 12 shakes out. All right, let me go ahead and hit you now with these 6 Champions League bets. I'm really excited for it. Again, we've been successful in soccer in general, but we've been successful with Champions League here lately. So let's just roll out these bets. We know these teams. I will give you a little bit of justification, but we know these teams by now. We've been betting on it now. This is Matchweek 4 and Champions League. So 3 times we've bet on basically, or certainly these teams and a couple of these exact matchups because of their reverse fixture. All right, so the first one here is going to be Rennes versus Chelsea. Look, Chelsea's last 10 wins, they've overcome a -1 handicap. I mean, they are just shutting it down on defense with their new goalkeeper, getting clean sheets. And on the opposite ends, they spent a lot of money in that transfer window. And boy, is it showing off. They're a lot of fun to watch, and they fill up that net. Meanwhile, Rennes, they've lost 3 in a row, including a 3-0 loss to Chelsea in the reverse fixture. Rennes hasn't scored in 4 of their last 5 games. Chelsea has 4 clean sheets in their last 5 games. Look, they got to keep Chelsea's got to keep pressure here on Sevilla. This is what I would call a must-win game for Chelsea. You've got an opponent here that you should win. Again, you're neck and neck with Sevilla in terms of the group. Obviously, it's advantageous to finish first place in the group, so pressure's on Chelsea here to get another win in a spot that they can. I obviously like the Chelsea money line, and I'm going to parlay that with over 1.5, and that comes in at -115 over at FanDuel. All right, the next matchup here is Juventus versus, we can't pronounce this team. We couldn't pronounce them when we gave you this bet a few weeks ago. We still count. They're from Hungary, whoever the hell they are. Juventus won this reverse fixture 4-1. Look, Juventus is second. They're 3 points behind Barcelona. We know Barcelona is struggling. I don't even know if Barcelona is going to win their game today. They have injury crisis. What's to the roof over there. A spot that obviously Juventus knows this is one that they have to win, sitting in second place. They want to catch Barcelona, eventually finish in first. I mean, again, they won the reverse fixture 4-1, and that was at, whatever the hell this club's name is. So I think Juventus is going to fill up the net. I'm thinking over 3.5 in this game. So Juventus, the club for Hungary, over 3.5 goals, and that comes in at even money at DraftKings. So even money right there, over 3.5 goals. Next bet I'm going to do for you here is I'm going to parlay Chelsea and Juventus on the money line, and that comes in at -127 over at DraftKings. All right, 3 more for you here. We're going to look at Dortmund versus Brugge. Dortmund won the reverse fixture 3-0 at Brugge. Dortmund got 5 goals over the weekend. They got 2 against Bayern recently just before that. So a club that, again, is scoring a lot of goals. Even got 2 against Bayern. So even against the good and the best teams, obviously they're still getting a lot of goals. They're in first place. But I think a win would go a really long way of locking up, at least guaranteeing progression out of the group stage. I don't think if they win this game, they would have a really hard time falling back in a 3rd or 4th place. So another game, it's a must-win game for them to really secure Champions League progression, obviously against a team that they dominated a couple weeks ago. They should dominate again today. So to me, it's an easy bet. It's Dortmund on the money line, parlay it with over 2.5 goals, and that comes in at minus 132 over at FanDuel. Second to last bet here is Manchester United versus another club that I can't quite pronounce. It's the same club, though, that beat them in the reverse fixture 2-1. That was a really tough game for United, having to go out to Turkey. They didn't do very well in that game. United, though, is tied for first. You want to talk about a must-win game? United's tied for first in their group. And after this game, they go PSG, Leipzig. You can't assume you're going to get any points from those games. I know United beat PSG and they beat Leipzig already so far in this competition this year, but you're going up against those clubs. You can't assume you're really going to get any points. You're hopeful you can get at least 1 and 3 points in those games, but it's obviously not a guarantee. So a huge must win against this opponent. This opponent lost their last time out over the weekend in the league. United won their game this past weekend in the league. To me, this is a spot. United at home, again, they have to win this game. Absolutely have to. So I'm on Manchester United money line. I'm parlaying that with over 2.5 goals, and that comes in at minus 134 over on FanDuel. All right, the last bet here is going to be a parlay. I mean, if these games go the way that we think they should, why not throw in a little bit of parlay and see if we can hit us a monster one? So it's Dortmund, Juventus, United all on the money line, and parlaying over 1.5 in all 3 of those games. So it's a 6-legged parlay. You've got 3 money lines in that parlay, and you've got 3 over 1.5 goals for each one of those games. And that parlay comes in at plus 146 over at DraftKings. So that's what we're going to do, guys. Those are the 6 Champions League bets we're going to roll out. Let's hope these things go our way. Obviously, just keep building on our awesome week. Don't forget, go ahead and enter this free giveaway contest. All you got to do is subscribe to the channel and drop in a comment of any kind that you'd like in this, and we'll go ahead and round up those names, put them in a hat, and we'll draw 2 of those out on tomorrow's show while we recap our Champions League day as well. And then, obviously, another match day in the Champions League on Wednesday, so we'll roll out another slate of Champions League bets. All right, guys, enjoy your day. It's going to be a crappy day here in Chicago. Certainly won't be going outside as it's going to be raining all day, but hopefully you can do something and enjoy your day. I'm Jason Mattis, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching this episode of Winning Bets. I'm Jason Mattis. I'll see you again when we are celebrating the wins and making more winning bets. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more winning bets.